Hello, thank you very much for clicking on this video. I do appreciate it. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Mind Games Ultimate Mixes, just recently released. I didn't want to do it on day one because I'm not that familiar with the album, if I'm honest. So there was a whole load of new songs to me, some that sounded familiar, but I've never bothered with this album because going into it, I'd only ever heard Mind Games. And by that I mean the song Mind Games. Not the you got what I meant. The way I rate albums is a little bit different. If you've got 12 tracks like this does on it, if you've got 12 tracks, I will rate you out of 12. Simple. Before I start, if you enjoy this video and you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Recently, I've been putting my own music on my channel, and I've lost 10 subscribers. That's fine. It's fine. So, full disclosure, I have not bought this album. I just streamed it on iTunes. That's where I did all my comparisons. I wasn't going to buy it because I don't know if I like it. Like I said before, it's not an album I'm really familiar with. I do own some Lennon albums. Got the compilation. I had to buy that. That was Gimme Some Truth. I had to get that. To be honest, that's kind of all you need, in my opinion, of Lennon, because, the hits. What's your favourite John Lennon album? The Best of John Lennon. I've also got Plastic Ono Band, still sealed. Whoops. And obviously, Imagine. But yeah, I show you them just to say, I'm not a Lennon hater. I do think he's really good, obviously. He was in the Beatles. Have you heard about them? Jeez! But yeah, I've never felt compelled to buy Mind Games. It's never really interested me, if I'm honest. So yeah, I'll be going off iTunes for this review. Okay, so obviously let's start with track one, Mind Games. I did compare this to the original release, and just to see what the Ultimate Mixes were actually doing. And the Ultimate Mixes have obviously been remixed. They're a lot louder. And I felt, I may be wrong, I felt that the vocal was a lot higher than the music. Sometimes you the music was drowned out because of the singing. Not a problem. Also, which I did find weird, so the Ultimate Mix is also on the Gimme Some Truth compilation album. And that is also quieter than what's on this album. So maybe this album was remixed again, but everything's just louder to suit all the other tracks on it. I don't know. As for the song, it's a John Lennon classic. I do love this song. It's really good. Sometimes I think, it's a bit long, but I do enjoy it. On to track two, Tight As. I'd never heard this before, or had I, because this song sounds like so many other songs of its genre. I was just like, this is weak. It's embarrassing. And also the fade out, it's like, just stop already. I didn't like it. Can you tell? On the Mind Games album, there's many CDs. CD2 is the Elemental Mix, and I did prefer the Elemental Mix, but I still don't like the song. It's embarrassing. Track 3, Asuma Sen. I'm sorry. Also for my pronunciation of it. Firstly, this song sounds great, but I find it quite boring. It's too long, and also, John, if you want to say sorry to Yoko, give her a bell. I'm sure she'll still pick up. I'm sure she'll listen. This album, by the way, was recorded during their split. I'm not saying he wrote the song during their split, but it was recorded during their split. So I guess he's got a lot of Yoko stuff to get off his chest. The whole album as a whole, I haven't got there yet, but the whole album just seems to kind of be a hey Yoko, I'm thinking of you. All right? Still thinking of you. Yeah, I'm shagging your PA or whatever she was, but yeah, May Pang was it? Yeah. But yeah, I didn't like the song. And again, I preferred the Elemental Mix, but again, too long. I keep saying again, don't I? Again. Track 4, One Day at a Time. I do love it when Lennon writes a catchy melody. I this morning I woke up with this in my head. Um, yeah, very catchy. The Elemental mix is also great. I wouldn't say it's better than the album version, but it's very different, very bare bones. Yeah, it's just a great song. Great song. Track 5, Bring on the Lucy, Free the People. As soon as it started, I kind of like, oh, it's one of Lennon's noisy songs. How do I explain that? He did an album with Harry Nilsson called Pussycats, I think. And on there's a song called Subterranean Homesick Blues. It's a Bob Dylan cover, and it's a very noisy, in your face song. And this, it just reminded me of that. That is a lot better. Subterranean Homesick Blues is a lot better. This song is just like I got bored of it. You know, there just comes a point when listening to Lennon where, yeah, all right, I get it. You love Yoko, well done. Oh yeah, political, yeah, yeah, okay. So there just comes a point where you go, oh, another one. So I don't particularly like this song at all. That said, this was one of the songs that I woke up with in my head. That, do it right now. Yeah. Oh, you thought Lennon was in the room? No, that was me. That was me. Probably that singing is why I lost 10 subscribers last week. Track 6, Utopian International Anthem. Complete waste of time. It's 4 seconds, and even at 4 seconds, it's a complete waste of time. I looked into what the hell was going on there. It's just, when Lennon went weird? It was around this time. Um, yeah, what's the point? It's a Yoko art piece. That's what I reckon. That, like when Yoko in the 70s, she announced that she had this big art show going on at this art gallery, and people were going there, and they're like, "Well, we don't know nothing about it," and then so she called that the art. This is what this is going to be. There is no international anthem for Notopia. Can't even say it. God, I'm angry because it was pointless. Track 7, Intuition. I thought this was a great tune and with a great melody. Yeah, really enjoy. I don't know what else to say about this song apart from it's good. So it's one of the better ones on the album, that's for sure. Track 8 is Out of the Blue. Like I said earlier, at this point, it's kind of like every love song is about Yoko, which could be detrimental. But I really did like this song. Out of the Blue is great. Track 9, Only People. I really couldn't put my finger on why I disliked this song. I just did. It was just a nothing song to me. To me, it might be your favourite. Sorry, didn't do anything for me. Track 10, I Know, I Know. Starts off with that I've got a feeling riff almost, which I swear that Paul nicked that from a Lennon song, so it's all fair. But anyway, it's actually quite a good love song. I think if you like dedicated it to your missus, your girlfriend, they'd just go, "Well, that's shit." But I actually think it's quite a good love song. It's kind of like it's not soppy enough for for a full blown love song, but yeah, I like it. Track 11, You Are Here. As soon as he sang From Liverpool to Tokyo, I just like, turned off. All right, just give Yoko a call, mate, please. I didn't like the song. Boring. And lastly, track 12. Thank God for track 12. Meat City. This is a tune. It absolutely rocks. It rocks in unexpected ways. It's it's what this album needed, if I'm honest. The Elemental mix is also brilliant. In fact, I've taken the first part of the Elemental mix right up into that weird baby noise, and I edited. I can't say edited. So yeah, I took the front of the Elemental mix and I put it with the majority of the Ultimate mix, and it's even that edit sounds great. Edited. Now, what am I doing? So that's my thoughts on all the songs on the album. This album has now scored 6 out of 12. To be honest, if someone said to me, "Oh, you must buy this album, 50% of it's all right," I'd give it a miss. And I will be giving it a miss. I'm not going to buy this album. It's a shame because it's nice to have a little. I'm buying all of the Paul McCartney stuff just because I'm a Paul McCartney whore, even though I hate him so much. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. Just his business practices. Why is everything so expensive? Talking of Paul McCartney, John Lennon in 1973 released this in November. Paul McCartney released Band on the Run in December, just a month later. Oh, I wouldn't have liked to have been John Lennon, like, all proud of my album, which isn't very good. And then McCartney just drops Band on the Run. It was kind of, really, if you think about it, there was no competition between the two at that point. McCartney just knocked it out of the park. I wonder what Lennon thought at the time. I'd like to be a fly on the wall when he listened to Band on the Run. He must have been like, "Oh, I've got 4 seconds of silence, and jeez, what have I done?" So yeah, the majority of this album just sounds like a love letter to Yoko Ono, and I'm not interested in that. Other songs, political. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's where he was in his life, and that was his inspiration to write music at the time. But yeah, I won't be buying this album. I've got it. I've got it on iTunes now, and if I care to listen to it, I will. I'll probably never listen to it again. Anyway, thank you for listening to me whittle on about this album and giving you my thoughts. Have I absolutely dismissed one of your favourite songs? Let me know in the comments. If you've made it this far, please do consider subscribing if you're not already. Please like, share, all that stuff. It's boring saying it, if I'm honest. Anyway, you may go. See you later. Got nothing to do now. Don't know what to do.